we will presenting about our topic is multilingualism. And before we start our discussion, we will introduce ourselves first. Okay, my name is Nurul Aini binti Talib. My metric number is 184174. Okay.
My name is Siti Nuhazika binti Jamaluddin. My metric number is 185510, and my friends.
My name is Nur Farah Nabila binti Haisuf, and my metric number is 185719.
My name is Abdul Rahman, and my metric numbers is 106354.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Faris Azwan bin Muhammad Rohan. My metric number is 184064.
Okay, our topic is about the multilingualism. So our focus about is the inability to speak more than one language may cause the socio-economic gap in Malaysia. So what do you think about this topic and your view about this topic?
Before that, can I ask all of you, but I don't understand with the meaning of the social economy.
Oh, meaning okay. Zika can explain about the socio-economy.
Okay, the socio-economy, what I know that socio-economy is the social science that studies how economic activity affect and is shaped by social processes. In general, it analyzes how societies progress and stagnate or regress because of their local or regional economy or the global global economy. Sorry, you understand?
Okay.
So we go to our topics. You want to start first?
Okay, I think I want to start first. And my stand is I completely agree with the statement just now that if we can speak more than one language, for example, we only know to speak Malay only, right? It will cause the gap between the socio-economic in Malaysia. For examples, if we can speak more than one language, it will actually bring confidence toward us.
What do you mean by confidence?
Confident, like you want to speak with another person. The person is Indian, but you look at she or he cannot. I think he cannot speak Malay, cannot speak English, or so I can speak Tamil. So why not I speak Tamil with them? It will bring the confidence within us, and he or she that we speak to will what will more confident also, and more comfortable, feel more comfortable towards us. So it will our business or the things that we doing, treatment or something, the business what we do that we do will go or flow very smooth.
Okay, I'm also agree with my friends, but it's because I agree that the inability to speak more than one language may cause social economy. Okay, I want to add some points, in Bak's points. We can see, for example, we take the English and Malay. Okay, the persons that don't know how to speak, for example, the one person is Malay and one person is Chinese. So the two persons know how to speak English, but the Chinese persons don't know how to speak BM. So they can communicate with the Malay students can communicate with the Chinese students by using the English language, right? So that's make the Malay students have a multilingualism. That is the Malay's language and English, right? So this is multi-language. Multi-language is the ability to speak more than one language. So I agree with the point And my point is, we can see in a social that we see at school. School, the we can see the students don't students they have many races and religion, right? Student religion. So they have some students cannot communicate with each other with not same religion. For example, at canteen or cafeteria, we can see the Malay student has eat together with the Malay students and the Chinese
Or
student eat
racist.
with the Chinese student. The one of the factor that they don't want to communicate is they don't know how to speak with two of them. So that's my opinion, and I agree with the inability to speak more than one language make up a socio-economic relation.
So before we move on to another point, I would like to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you know how to speak in other language other than English and Bahasa Malaysia?
I don't know how to speak. I know only the two language.
So far, have you ever ever communicate with your other race of your friends, other
Uh,
races?
Other races. Yeah, I've communicated with them, but I use English. But I have roommate with they're from Chinese. They're from China, so he only know how to speak English. So I need to use another language besides Bahasa Malaysia to communicate with him. That is English. So what is your opinions?
So for my opinion, the inability to speak in English in multilingual language will have the what's will have a socio-economic gap, right? So for me, I don't think so because I think instead of we have this ability to talk in many language, we have another way to prevent another way to solve the problem, which is first that I think is we can use with the technology that have in this modern era. So why not we still using the same language, either like I will speak in Malay or write in Malay, and you are as a Chinese friend, one of my Chinese friend, I will write a letter Bahasa Malaysia. So you will have to write everything, copy everything, and enter to Google Translate.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I think this is the good for learn. But I think the conversation will make it too long to translate
long time.
one another to the another person. So
Uh,
how you want to communicate with them? It's too long.
But we, although it's too low, but I think we still able to overcome the situation, right? Because before we reach our National Day in 31st August, we don't know how to speak in other language, right?
Yeah.
So we still survive at that time.
Sorry. Do you sure? Are you sure that we don't know how to speak another language because the British has come from they have come from their country and come here and they use their language.
Not really, because if you learn about the history, they, as one of the history said, G27 verse, right?
Yeah.
So they have a translator.
No translators.
I think they have
Oh.
translator.
But okay, we go too far. But I think the have one of the memorandum that needs use English
But
to communicate.
as you can see before we reach our National Day, they use everything in the forms, right, to reach our national.
Yeah.
So we have everything written in Bahasa Malaysia.
Oh. Oh, you,
So that's
you look
my
at that
point.
side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my another point, sorry for taking a long time. My another second point is, I think I think besides it's not really an disadvantage for us if we can speak more than one language, because we still for the OKU person we can they don't know how to speak, so they will use body language. Have you eaten? Have you sleep? So that's one point.
So how about you two?
Okay, for me, in my opinion, about this statement, I agree about the Bud and Harry said. Inability to speak more than one language may cause the socio-economic gap in Malaysia, because as before like them said before this, it make confident. We has a student now, we have the foreigner student, which they don't know how to speak Malay well. So if we want to communicate with them, we must use English to talk or communicate with them. So I think multilingualism is very important to to
In the socioeconomic.
socioeconomic.
So what about Hazika?
Okay, I agree with Aileen, Faris, and Bat, and not you. This is because same with my opinion. Opinion too. What's their
What
point?
they say.
Okay. Okay. First, my opinion is a very agree for this statement. Is because for vacancy job, like company swasta, more important about language, more one language. This is because who can speak more than one language have many benefit for get their job, or get allowance. Company give workers allowance, bonus. Okay.
Because they're able to speak another language.
Because the company swasta more important for profit their company, so they must to get workers ability to speak another language. So do you agree with me?
Yeah,
Yes,
I agree with you.
I'm totally agree with you.
I do agree with you, but I want to at some point, and just like you said just now, right? If you want to communicate with another person, you use Google Translate and everything, right? It may take too long. It will take too long, right? And you said just now you can use your body language. If you are in a presentation, for example, can you use a body language to tell them what you want to say? Maybe they will get it from something like that.
Yes.
That's for my.
I can agree with your points.
So the majority of us have agree, and one of you is not agree.
But I think after listen to our group discussion, I think I quite agree with you all, because the inability will make the gap. So how about someone make the conclusion?
Who want to make a conclusion?
Okay, for the conclusion, after the discussions, we can see that we reached the point where every one of us is agree with this statement just now. That the inability to speak in many language can cause a social economic problem in Malaysia.
Yeah.
So, like apa?
Like what? I'm sorry, I can translate for you.
Okay.
Like what?
Like we just said just now, it will bring more good to if we can more benefit to us if we can speak a lot of language.
Okay.
I think that's all for us. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh.